Hey, beautiful people. Hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young Black and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young black folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Seal, and tonight I want to talk to you about setting goals. So today I put up a quote on our social media platforms that goes, "Goal setting is an extremely important exercise. A Harvard University research revealed that 3% of people who set goals do better than 97% of people who do not." I also refer to Proverbs 29 verse 18, which states, "People perish where there is no vision." And I got a few questions. Someone said, I don't understand. What do you mean? And another person said, what if I set goals and I'm unable to respect it? Wow. Well, I'm not going to sit here and lie that I master these things perfectly, because I struggle. It's a struggle. It is easier to be wayward than it is to be disciplined, to be hardworking, and to be successful. It's easy to be a failure. If you want to be a failure, just pop some corn, sit in your sofa, binge on Netflix all night, and I guarantee you that you're going to be a failure. It's so easy, isn't it? It sounds super easy. You can just sleep all day. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. Money's not going to drop on your lap or on your head while you're sleeping. Rest assured. But I tell you what, the opposite is true for success. It's hard work. It is hard work. Therefore, it is absolutely crucial for you to take matters into your own hands, because if you do nothing, nothing will happen. If you do something, something will happen. Like Oprah Winfrey always says, for every action, the third law of motion, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And like I said earlier, we're talking about the importance of setting goals. I remember listening to my mentor, Jim Rohn. He said that the moment his life changed was when he started to set goals for himself. He was working very hard and everything, but he didn't have goals. Goals are the things that you aspire to achieve. These are goals. And therefore, if you don't aspire to achieve anything, you achieve nothing. It's like failure to plan is planning to fail. It's the same thing with goals. If you don't say to yourself that my goal is to have, for the students listening to me, if you do not say to yourself, or you do not set a goal to have 10 GCA levels, you're not aiming for anything when you're studying. Let me tell you a bit about my story when it comes to studies. So when my father died, I was 16, and my father was very obsessed with accounting. He wanted me to have an accounting degree so that I can become an accountant in his company at the time. I really wasn't interested in accounting. I was horrible at maths. I didn't like it one bit. I really hated it. And I remember one time when I came home on school on a summer break, I think it was a summer break, my father said to me that, "Can I see your report card?" And he looked at my report card. I had literally failed in all my math subjects, and he was like, "What's this? What's going on?" He was like, because we had business maths. I did commercial studies. We had business maths, we had accounting, and we had normal maths. So that was for my O levels GCE. And he said to me that, "Let me just warn you, and let me just set the record straight. If you do not have accounting as your specialty for your O levels, you're going to repeat it as many times as I'm alive." And I thought he was joking, but he wasn't. He was damn serious. You know how Africans' fathers roll? He was damn serious. And I sat down, I thought, oh my God, So my classmates are going to go over to lower seat and ask me to run up. You know how it is in boarding school? The class that goes to lower seat becomes the ruling class in quotes. So they're the school admin, the mini school admin, the one telling students what to do, where to go to, what time to be where. And it's like my classmates. So if I literally pass all my 10 subjects and fail accounting, I will repeat the GCE. Oh my God. I said this cannot happen. So I set myself a goal to pass the O level GCM accounting. And do you know what? Once I did that intentionally, I started to study accounting like crazy. First thing I did was to make friends with the best accounting students in our class. I wasn't one of those people to socialize. At the time, I didn't really realize how important it was to network. Networking is at every level. Literally, I network. Once I understood this principle, I said networking. At all levels, I network. So I started networking with my fellow classmates. I made sure that I I made friends, I was sort of kind, do you want to share my biscuit? I have some milk. I'll make some pepper, boarding school things and give to my classmates who were really good in accounting. And I always bug them, especially the guys. It's like, come see, there was one guy in my class who was really good in accounting. I was like, come see, can you show me this and that? And I just became really close to these guys, to Leonard as well. Leonard was really good in accounting. And I really wanted to pass accounting because I just dreaded. Like they say that if you want something enough, you will do everything within your powers to get that thing. And that if you channel your emotions positively, it can literally change your life. These emotions, this fear of not letting my classmates rule over me in school, literally became my wisdom. Like they say, the fear of whatever it's wisdom. Became my wisdom. I studied accounting as though my life depended on it. And guess what? I passed accounting. I had a B in accounting. What? Sylvie, a B in accounting? From literally having 10 on 100 to going into the GCE, tough as it was, sat there, wrote my exams, my own sweat and blood, and I had a B. And tell you what, this was the goal I had set. And I had a vision. My vision was to get my GCE O levels with accounting specialty. I was ready to fail all the other subjects, but to pass accounting was my top priority. It's like setting priorities. Of all my subjects, my number one priority was accounting. And even so, once I knew that accounting was my goal, accounting specialty was my GCE goal, the next thing that followed was setting my priorities. So if my goal was to get accounting specialty, therefore my priority was to study accounting as much as possible, more than the other subjects, because obviously I was good in economics, I was good in commerce and finance, I was good in these other subjects. I've forgotten my subjects. How come? Oh my God. Management and all these commercial studies subjects. And so I spent most of my time studying accounting. So I prioritized accounting over all my other activities and other subjects. This is the meaning of setting goals. Once you have your goal, which is often your vision, where you want to be, what you want to achieve, then the rest follows, because everything else that you do in the back of that is to make sure that you achieve that goal. That's why the Bible says in Proverbs 28 that you will perish if you do not have a vision. What is the vision for your life as a student? What do you want to achieve? Do you want a mediocre, perhaps your parents have not asked you to pass a particular subject. What is your motivation? What university do you want to get into, and what is pushing you? You have to find something that pushes you. You have to find something that motivates you to achieve something. Do you want your friends to be proud of you? Do you want your parents to be proud of you? Do you want to make your grandma proud? Do you want to make your sister, your mom? Who do you want to make yourself proud? It doesn't have to always be about other people. And I tell you what, that I had accounting specialty. My dad was so excited. He was so happy. You literally needed to see his face. And then tragedy struck, and in the summer break of my lower seed going to upper seed summer break, my father had a car accident and he died. He never even made it to hospital. He died. I was so heartbroken because my dad hadn't seen my A-levels results with accounting specialty. I cried so much when I lost my father. It was a very tough time for me as a young woman, as someone who really loved her daddy, and someone who was looking up to him as a guide, as a mentor. It was devastating. But you know what? I said to myself that I need to make daddy proud even in his grave. I wanted him to be proud of me. And that was my next goal, to make daddy proud even in his grave. And I went out and I studied accounting every single day. Every single day I studied accounting. Obviously for the A-levels it was harder because it gets tougher as you go up. It never gets easier. It gets tougher. And I said, I'll give it to you, Daddy. It was so hard because I was going to opposite. My father had just passed. I was dealing with all these emotions. But he was my motivation, even in death. I worked so hard. I worked really hard. And I got a B. I got 5 papers and I got a B in accounting. So I passed with accounting specialty in my O and my A-levels, and yay, mission accomplished. And I went on to become an accountant. My first job was in the microfinance, and then I went on to work as an accountant in my dad's company, just as he had wished. I was his accountant in death. I hated it, but I did it because I kept my eye on the goal. I had this vision to make my daddy proud, and I did everything within my powers to make it happen. What is it that makes you fired up? What's that part of you or of your life that pushes you to be the best of yourself? That's what the 3% do, and the 97 other percent do not do. Like I said earlier, it is easy for you to be an utter failure than for you to be an amazing success. The onus is on you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about your future? Are you going to sit down there and, just let it slip away from your hands? Or are you going to make the best of it? Obviously, you've got the answer. I want you to take a piece of paper. There's an article on our website, www.youngandindependent.com. It's a 30 days test to write. Just go and read the article, honestly, and follow the steps and thank me later. It is life-changing. Sometimes in life we don't need billions to change our lives. We need inspiration. From the moment you start to take your ideations into operations, that's when you become rich. You become rich intellectually, you become rich educationally, you become rich financially, you become rich mentally, you become rich emotionally when you change something from bad to good, or from good to better to best. It's on you. Start already. Don't wait another second. Do not procrastinate. Just start. Start today and thank me later. I hope you liked today's episode. If you did, please share it with someone and motivate them. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, Young and Independent 35, that's our Instagram. On Facebook, you'll find us as Young and Independent Community. On the YouTube, it's Young and Independent. There's some amazing videos that you need to watch on that channel. And on Twitter, it'll be Young and Independent. Do take care, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye for now.